Oh yeah, what's up guys, Charles from TreeTanksDev. Welcome to a new video and pretty exciting. I finally bought the widest aperture lens there is for automatic lenses on Micro Four Thirds. As you all know, if you've been following my channel, I use the Panasonic G9, which is an absolutely cheap and brilliant little Micro Four Thirds camera. And I bought the Panasonic Leica Nocticron. They have the special name Nocticron to show that it is the tip top of all Micro Four Thirds lenses. The 42.5 millimeters F1.2, which is the widest automatic lens there is. There are maybe like manual lenses which are an F1 or F0.95 or something like that, but yeah, this is an F1.2 automatic. And check out on the screen guys, the build quality and a really special lens hood is all fully metal, except for the lens cap, that's plastic, I don't know why. But even the lens hood is metal and it's a screw-on lens hood, so I finally bought this. I never had the use, because I am a videographer, I never had the use for a portrait or a telephoto lens. I'm a videographer, so I just use wide-angle lenses most of the times. At most I use is a 35 millimeters full frame. But yeah, this was going at a 40% discount guys, so I have rented this lens before and it's really good. It was originally priced at 1,800, 40% off. I could not resist. I picked it up for 1,100 bucks guys, brand new. So yeah, this is not a new lens. This is actually a lens that came out maybe a few years ago, so it's not a new lens, but it's still the widest aperture Micro Four Thirds automatic lens there is in the market. So right now I'm bringing my kids. Tristan's in the back, meeting Dawson and a few other kids there as well. We are going to be taking photographs on this lens while the kids do some ATV at the place called Mud Crank. So I'll be using this Panasonic G9 with the Panasonic Leica DG Nocticron 42.5 millimeters f1.2. So let's get straight to the video. Alright, so firstly let's take a look at a series of burst photos taken on the Panasonic G9. So this Panasonic G9 does not have something like, you know, Sony, they have their real-time eye autofocusing, which is really good. They don't have that on the Panasonic G9. Even in burst photos mode, there is no face and eye detect. So what they do use is subject detect. So basically on your LCD screen, you will see big boxes tracking a person or a subject. So it is real time though while taking your burst photos. I will show you after this on the screen all the photos that are out of focus. I will indicate that it is out of focus by putting a red X on the bottom left of the screen. So let's check out the first one. You can see it starts off good, and then sometimes you can see at the bottom left I indicated a red X, which indicates that it is out of focus. So it goes out of focus a bit and then it comes back into focus. So that's really good. I mean, the Panasonic G9 is always, or basically Panasonic cameras have always been criticized for their contrast-based autofocus, which is really bad. But in this instance, it's actually not too bad because it is a moving subject, and the Panasonic G9 basically is not a new camera, so it's basically on an older 2019 camera. So for them to have real-time subject autofocus, which is pretty impressive in the first place, and secondly, it does get most of the shots in focus. So let's check out a few more of these burst photos that I took, and just watch out on the bottom left of the screen to see when there is a red X, means that the picture is out of focus. So basically, let's take a look. you ask me, it is still pretty impressive coming from a contrast-based detect autofocusing system on the Panasonic G9. And one thing to take note is that I'm shooting all my videos and photos handheld. So Panasonic G9, if you didn't know, has the best Ibis in the market, hands down. Yeah, it's really good. Even if you're using a telephoto lens like this, a 42.5 or basically an 85mm full frame equivalent, you can see the videos. I'm handheld and it looks absolutely rock solid. No jerkiness or shakiness in the video at all. Basically it's all handheld. So let's check out the few videos which I took on the Panasonic G9 with this Nocticron lens, and I'm shooting at 4K 30 frames per second, 10-bit 422. Yes, if you didn't hear me right, this Panasonic G9 can shoot video in 10-bit 422. So 10-bit 422, and I'm in natural color profile, or basically neutral color profile. Basically now the way that I film all my videos, whether I'm using my Canons or my Sonys or my Panasonics and Nikons and stuff, I decided not to use any profile. I just stick to neutral. That seems to be the best. And then these videos that you're looking at right now, I'm using M-LUTs to color grade all these videos with the DJI D-Log version 3 color profile, which I think looks absolutely brilliant. Yep, check it out on the screen, guys. 10-bit 422, 4K 30 frames per second. I'm gonna zoom in to 200%. You can see the clarity in the videos, even at 200% zoom, guys. Absolutely brilliant. I did want to shoot in 4K 60 frames per second. Yes, again, you did hear me right. This Panasonic G9 can shoot 4K 60 frames per second. However, it does not do 10-bit 422. It does 8-bit 420. So I just wanted to show you the best possible clarity, which is 10-bit 422 with this Panasonic Leica Nocticron 42.5mm f1.2. So I think the autofocusing is really good. Even in the burst photos, it's, you know, pretty commendable if you ask me. This lens actually does help to improve the autofocusing slightly over if you use a third-party lens or maybe a cheaper Panasonic lens. So that's in my opinion. So really good video quality, and this lens is, you know, it's a bit heavy, but it's absolutely pure class if you ask me. So yeah. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video on the Panasonic Leica DG Nocticron 42.5mm f1.2. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Is this lens good, and is it worth it at, you know, the price of $1,800? Or if you, whatever country you're in, are also having the discount of maybe 40% off like what I got here in Singapore, is it worth it to get this expensive lens, or is the Sigma 16mm or maybe the Sigma 35mm, or, you know, more worth it than this 42.5mm at price point? So let me know in the comment section. Thanks guys. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification button, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.